if you had to grade Brock Purdy, so Professor Madrid, you get all the results from his tests, his 12 games played. A to F, what are you grading Brock Purdy right now in the context of the NFL quarterback universe?
Probably a B. He's not like he's definitely giving you a little more juice than Jimmy ever did, solely for the fact that he can extend plays, go off schedule, and he'll take shots downfield even with the limited arm strength. That I think there's this misperception that maybe for me or others that think because we criticize some of the deep throws that he doesn't hit, but it's not that he doesn't have the arm strength or that he does. I mean, he clearly does. It's not like a missile like a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes throw, but quarterbacks like Brock, if they're going to take shots downfield, have to be accurate. And like the one to Debo, the one to Ayuk in week one, those were accurate throws. They didn't have a ton of velocity, but they were thrown on time and they beat the coverage because he knew where to place it. So you're going to get those throws, but you're also going to get the wild misses. I mean, he's a high variance quarterback. Those misses in week two. There's going to be more games where that happens, and there's going to be more games where he hits that back shoulder fade for a nice throw. So it's not always going to be pretty, but the thing to watch with those is he on time and is he going to the right spot? Then the arm strength or whatever doesn't matter as much. So, like overall, I'd probably give him a B. The Thursday night game is kind of what I want to see more of against pressure, against the blitz. Because in previous games when he had pressure against the blitz like that, he kind of short circuited and didn't play well. So I think if he settles and he knows where to go with the ball and he gets more comfortable, I think he's going to. I think they're going to do a lot more damage than anyone's giving them credit for. So the Giants game was a good step forward. Now can he carry it over? How much more like? I've been thinking about this all week. Like he beat the blitz a lot. Like our team's going to blitz as much now? Or are they going to drop, 7 into coverage and make him play against their zone defenses and see if he can find the right spots to go to? So I don't know. Like because his worst plays in this game were against four pass rushers, no blitz or anything. So it's going to be interesting to monitor and keep an eye on. But I think solidly a B. I think he's right there in the middle of the pack of NFL quarterbacks. I don't really think that there's an issue with me saying that. Like people have tried to make one out to be this week.
Yeah, totally agree. Honestly, B for boss ass bitch is one way to look at it. Hey, look, I'm the nicer teacher. Like Rich is your first period teacher. Like he's gonna make you work hard. He's all over the details. I'm like the teacher who like sits in the chair backwards. Like backwards hat. The chair's backward. What's up, guys? You can just call me Teach. Yeah, 7th period, dude. I'm giving you a B plus, Brock. I'm giving you that plus for this reason.
I think some of the national film media analyst guys are a little too down on him, and people think I'm down on him. Like I'm not. I put these guys like I ranked him where I did because I want to see the growth. I don't, because there's a lot worse quarterback situations out there in the NFL right now to be in. The Jets, the Falcons. I mean, you name it. The Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely a lot worse situations to be in. And yeah, he gets the jump and the boost and production from the talent around him, but he's not making wild, erratic decisions like some other guys are right now. So there's definitely room for growth. I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. I don't think he'll get there this year, if at all. But you comfortably you can live if a Shanahan has a good team and a quarterback in that 11 to 15 range at some point, it's just a much more high-powered offense. You're never gonna find a Herbert or an Allen or a Mahomes that often. So That's one thing I think some people need to keep in perspective. But it still doesn't mean that like he's a bad quarterback and he's going to be bad or whatever. He's he's going to regress. But he's going to have games where you're going to see the limitations. So it's just how much value do you put in that versus other things.
Totally. Look, and there's always such a significant leap to get up to that elite level, right? Like Herbert and Mahomes, it's just a different discussion with those guys. But I slot him in at a B plus. I mean, we were clowning him last week for the deep shots he was overthrowing. The juice check throw that didn't come down was perfectly placed. The Debo shot, very well placed.
That was McCaffrey.
Oh, it was McCaffrey. The McCaffrey shot, it was great. And so we're in a place right now where we're seeing him pick up from where we're hoping he's going to pick up from, as opposed to Jimmy, where we hit the plateau and we kept trying to squeeze liquid out of a towel that was already dry. And now we've got a young guy, not even a full season worth of games under his belt. And you can see that immediately the game after, there's different things we're nitpicking at, but we're not seeing the deep shots get overthrown again. So are we never going to see an overthrown ball again? Of course not. We're going to see it. Of course we're going to see it. But it was nice to see him stack a game after we saw back-to-back-to-back overthrows where he was throwing dimes exactly where they needed to be. So that's my fucking thought on that.